Well, interesting reactions are there from Nigerians. But let's talk politics now. Following the reconciliation between Governor Siminalayi Fubara and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Wike, after a closed-door meeting convened by President Bola Tinubu at the presidential villa in Abuja, the meeting is believed to have played a crucial role in bringing peace between the two leaders who had been embroiled in a long-standing political feud. Now, the FCT Minister, Wike, clarified that himself, Governor Fubara, and other stakeholders had resolved their differences amicably before approaching the president who sealed it up. But how will this new peace impact on the people of Rivers State? Now, joining us for this conversation is a special advisor, technical matters to the CTC Emolga Pride Glory M. Good morning, and thanks so much for joining us on the program this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good to have you. So how is this peace in Rivers State at the moment bringing development to the people of Rivers State?
Well, I'd say, first things first, the peace has brought about a sense of relief in the political space in the states. I mean, the pictures that came out, I think 2 weeks ago, this weekend, or 3 weeks ago this weekend, of His Excellency and the Honorable Minister getting into one car is, I could say, it's been a long time coming. So it has brought a sense of relief in the ecosystem of the state politically. As for the impact on the state, I would say, apart from this sense of relief, people will also be looking forward to getting the kind of governance that they had been getting in the past 2 years under democratic rule in the state. So I think that's people are looking forward to that. So that's the impact of this reconciliation, which is a very momentous political moment in the history of our state.
I like the fact that you mentioned governance, but I would like you to be a bit more specific. How will this newfound peace affect governance in the state and also development for the people of Rivers State?
Okay, to be straightforward, I would say if one had looked at the past year and in Rivers State's public administration, the governance performance index of His Excellency was quite high, and this is despite the political distractions he's had to encounter from various fora. So if even the Bible says that a man at peace with God, God will make peace, for him, all about him. And that is important because if a man is at peace, he will be able to direct his attentions and his strength towards other more meaningful pursuits. And Governor Fubara, in his public demeanor, in his public speeches, he has always said he's putting Rivers State first, and his priority is ensuring the welfare of the people of the state and good governance. So if there are no distractions, he will be able to implement those policies and programs which he believes will bring about this state.
Well, September 18, 2025 will mark 6 months of this declaration of state of emergency in Rivers State. What's your assessment? Do you think the sole administrator of the state has done significantly well to bring about development in Rivers State?
Yes. Yesterday made it 4 months since the presidential declaration, and I would say Rivers State is a very resilient state. It's a very resilient state politically. It has been through a lot in this republic, but it has stood tall, taking on all sorts of challenges. So irrespective of the sole administrator, I think he has done the best he can with what he has to the best of his ability. The public administration structure of Rivers State isn't really tallied to his career, CV. He's a brilliant military man, led this country's navy, and even represented the country in a diplomatic mission to Ghana. But so far, Like I said, River State is peaceful, River State is calm, River State remains resilient and is working. So I think he has done the best with what he has, with what he has been given to work with. He has done his best, and that is what I'll say about that.
Well, you have said that he has done his best. But due to this newfound peace, will Governor Fubara be reinstated back to his position anytime soon? Did you hear the question?
Well, if we follow, yes, I did.
Okay.
Sorry, sorry about that. If we follow the timeline and the statement of His Excellency Mr. President, who made the proclamation, the expectation is he will return. And that is the expectation of all well-meaning Rivers people, to be honest. And it's not for a variety of reasons, but I'll state two for the sake of time. The first is, like I said earlier, the public administration system in this state is democratic in nature. It is, and it's because it's not just Governor Fubara who is suspended at this time, but also the State House of Assembly is suspended. And they need to come back, and do their jobs of making laws that will promote the good governance in the state. The second thing is Governor Fubara over the last 2 years has actually etched his name in the minds and history of River State. He has already, when you talk about human resource development, I mean, he's known for that. He has antecedents. He has things that he has done to show that he cares about people. When you talk about healthcare, one of his last official engagements before March 18th was the commissioning of a zonal healthcare center in the Ogoni axis. And it was part of the ambitious plan to renovate and re-equip all zonal health hospitals in the state. This is apart from his plan to also renovate the state secretariat, putting the civil service of the state on another map. So his return to office is critical for these very ambitious and worthy projects to come to conclusion for the benefit of Rivers people. So
okay, would you just advise that just a moment? Would you just advise that the president should just call off the emergency rule in Rivers State? Is 4 months already, or should they just wait for the 6 months, which will expire September 18, 2025? Do you think the time is now that the president should just call off the emergency rule, now that the state has found new peace?
I think Mr. President is a pragmatic leader. He also has good people around him who are advising him. So I think he knows what's best. Like we say in these parts, he has the knife and the yam and the palm oil. So he will analyze the situation and make the best decision for the state and for the country at large. I believe that's what he will do.
Absolutely. Some have criticized the governor for some, do I just use the word agreement reached at that particular meeting with the president? They've said that it's just his own agreement. Do you see this ending at this time, that peace is returning to River State despite the stand of some of these aggrieved people?
This is a very good question, but you see, His Excellency, the governor, has always made it clear that he is considering his supporters and well-wishers, and he has a lot of them organically built because of his policies and his programs. But there is a very important point to be had here. There is really no need for there's no need for a prolonged war. Nobody wants that. Peace and progress, they are intertwined, and River State is in dire need of progress. And it has been making progress, irrespective of the small, like I said, distractions that he had. He was able to navigate that. So now that he has, in his wisdom and based on his pragmatic leadership. Because it takes, and it's not just him. You know, one must also commend the minister, the Honorable Minister for FCT, because it takes pragmatic leadership, political pragmatism. It takes political pragmatism to look at the situation on ground and decide that you are better together than you are apart. I mean, he has called him his political son, and His Excellency the Governor has called him his Oga and his father. So for those who may have any issues with the reconciliation, I would say trust your leader. He has led so well so far and has actually made the best decision in the interest of the state. It is the zenith of political leadership for you to be able to subsume your ambition for the greater benefit of the state. Okay. So we should learn from him. He's an avatar of peace. So if you say you are supporting him, then you must support the peace for the development of the state, which we all love. If there's no state, then there's no ambition. If there's no ambition, then it's pointless saying you've been thrown under the bus or no.
And speaking of peace, do you have the details of the peace deal between the two political juggernauts?
If I had the details of the peace deal,
yes. Because Minister Wike didn't want to give us the details, but I mean, maybe you have some things you can tell us about it.
No. This is what I'd say. I'd say few people knew about the process of the brokering of this peace deal, and even fewer people know the details of the peace deal. The peace deal was brokered at the very highest levels, none more so than Mr. President himself. So the Honorable Minister has come out to say that he's at peace with his political son and all problems are over. His Excellency the Governor has come out to say all issues are sorted and he will do all in his power to promote this peace. So whatever terms that have been entered into, if you judge by the character of the dramatis personae, you can say, one, it is in the best interest of River State. Two, it might not be what we think it is. It might not be. Governor Fubara and Minister Wike have known each other for a long time, and they know what is best for each other. So it might not be what we think it is. So we should wait and let time and space play out, and we will see. I believe all Nigerians will see the details of the peace deal.
I love the fact that you are not speculating on this program this morning. It's a fine place to leave it. The governor said it's a father-son relationship, and we hope so, and things will definitely get better. Man, thanks for joining us on the program this morning.
Once again, thanks for having me, and have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.